This is Valerie Hector. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how many different cultures were involved in the production of this necklace that I created a few weeks ago here in my studio in the Chicago area. Okay, turns out quite a few. Let's start with these beaded beads here, which I made. Okay, recognize this technique? Yeah, it's Peyote Stitch. How old is Peyote Stitch? Well, we don't know for sure. We'll probably never know, but let me show you. One of the earliest documented examples is this beaded belt, okay, dating from 2400 BC to 2200 BC in the Old Kingdom, the Egyptian Old Kingdom, okay, made for a prince. Look at this, of fabricated gold here, hammered gold and inlaid with a beadwork panel. This is probably Peyote Stitch. Was Peyote Stitch definitely invented in ancient Egypt? We don't know. We'll never know where it was truly invented unless we find some more archaeological evidence. Is this for sure Peyote Stitch? We don't know that either, but it's highly likely, okay? So we've got ancient Egypt represented here and here and here and here and here. Let's think about China. These structures here, these techniques, were all invented in China, okay? As it happens, some of them represent known geometric structures, like the cube here, right? That's one of the 5 Platonic solids, the 5 elemental geometric structures identified by Plato, okay? Here's a cube, here's a cube. Here's an octahedron, okay? I have found antique examples of octahedrons in China, and I'll show them to you sometime. So we know that this structure was definitely invented, was in use in China by about, I don't know, 1900 AD, something like that. It's probably a lot older, okay? Another cube. Here's a dodecahedron, okay? Dodecahedron. And this structure, too, was invented in China. I have found old examples, 100-year-old examples. Let me see what else. Dodecahedron, dodecahedron. What else here? Cube, cube. This is an oval, right? It's a Chinese beaded oval. Definitely invented in China, not done elsewhere. There is a video, I definitely have a video somewhere in my channel showing you how to make this. Very elegant, beautiful structure, okay? This is well, it's a Pentagon Hexagon stitch sphere, or spherical Pentagon Hexagon stitch here. I haven't done a video on this yet, but I will soon. Anyway, when I was in China in the year 2000, when I was in Beijing, as it's called, I collected all of these samples in the pearl market, the Hongqiao pearl market in Beijing. There are 3 structures here, all invented in China. Does that mean they were never developed elsewhere? No, but they were definitely in use in China. Here's a cube, okay? Here is a right angle weave sphere. I've got a video on that somewhere here. Dodecahedron, right angle weave sphere. And I think that's it, 3 structures. Yeah, here is one of the pearl weavers who was working at Hongqiao at that time. She very graciously allowed me to photograph her as she was just finishing a piece here, okay? So that's the beadwork. Let's talk about the beads themselves, which also come from different parts of the world. See this beautiful ribbed sterling bead here? This is American. I'm told it was made in America. They're out of production now, or so I was told. I bought all that I could, which was not many, because they're fairly expensive, because why? They're lovely and they're refined. These beads here were made in the Czech Republic, okay? All of these here. These tiny beads were made in Japan. In the case of the tiny silver beads, they're made in France. These are antique faceted aluminum beads that were once sewn onto flappers' dresses. Because they're so lightweight, right? They would not weigh the dresses down. Sterling silver beads here and here, most likely made in China, mass-produced probably. Beautiful only, I think, really when combined together into interesting shapes, okay? The clasp, I don't know where that comes from. I'm going to assume it's made in China. I'm not sure. The tiger tail that this is strung on, tiger tail is nylon-coated steel cable, was made in America, as far as I know. So look at all the different cultures that participated behind the scenes in the production of this necklace that, you know, I think I made it. I did make it, but I'm not the only maker, okay? There are actually many, many more, all right? So I just wanted to share that with you briefly. And if you like my channel, what I'm uploading here, subscribe, and I'll be back soon. Thanks.